Hey guys, it's Maymay, and I'm all by myself for this one. So it's a surprise. You probably weren't expecting me to be live today. Neither was I. This was not the plan, and that's what I'm going to talk to you about in just a second, how this was not the plan. Let me get to where I can see comments on this live video. I am going to explain to you why the reveal is not happening right now. The Stamp Club reveal, if you're here and you didn't realize, today at 3 p.m., every 6th of the month at 3 p.m. should be the stamp, no, yes, the 6th of the month should be the Stamp Club reveal at 3 p.m., but it's not going to happen today, and I'll tell you why. And you're going to be mad at me. I've had one of those days. You ever had a day where everything you do goes wrong? Like right now, I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, here we go. Hello, everyone. I hope most of you are having a fantabulous day. That's what I hope. I hope you're having a fantabulous day. So let me get the chat so we can talk, because I can't really read the chat on my phone. And we'll talk. So, should I make a bunch of excuses, or should I just be gut level honest with you and tell you exactly what happened? So, Mandy and I had been designing the stamp set that I am so excited for you to see. It's very different. It's unusual. It's very Maymay. It's very, it took a lot of work. We spent weeks making the stamp set, and everything was great. And so she sent me all the information I needed to send to our stamp manufacturer, like she always does, like she's supposed to. And in my brain, I sent it in on time as I was supposed to. No joke. I thought I did everything. Like nothing gave me a red flag. Nothing. Okay. So that would have been 4 weeks ago at this point. And so about a week or so ago, Vince says to me, "Why is Stamp Club not here yet?" And I'm like, I don't know. We need to contact and find out. So we contact and find out, and I'm the reason it's not here yet. So what would normally take quite some time to get made, my stamp manufacturing company has kicked it into gear and is going to have it for me within just a few days, but we'll be late. Here's how I look. Okay, here's how I try to make myself feel better. There's no way. I just feel bad. I feel awful. Okay, so we normally, because today is the 6th, it normally wouldn't go out till tomorrow anyway on the 7th. And I really thought, like, last week we were hoping they could get it to us by then, but with weekend shipping and stuff like that, it couldn't happen. So what we're thinking, we have 2 possibilities, okay? Best case scenario, it can go out Tuesday. That's like, they put it in the mail tomorrow. We always get it next day, okay? So that's best case scenario. Worst case scenario, like really worst case scenario is Thursday, it goes out. And I'm just being that's honest, as honest as I can be. Vince was just like, "Why is the club set not here?" And I mean, it never even crossed my mind. It never even crossed my mind. And then all of my people at work were so sweet. Here's what they were doing. They're like, you had a few things go. And I'm like, yeah, but this is important. And I never do this. I never miss this kind of thing. And they kept telling me, you had Christmas and a wedding and all this and Thomas's surgery. And I was like, look, this is important, and I try my darndest. This is the second time I've had to do this. I don't like it. So I know 90% of you guys, 99.9% of you guys are going to give me a break. And I can't tell you what that means to me. It means the world to me, because honestly, I will lose sleep over something like this. Like 100%. This is one of those things I will lose sleep over until it's done. So for the next 4 days, hopefully 2, it will be chaos in my brain. And it's already affected me. I'm already snappy and things are going wrong. And at church today, God turned me around and like, it's already happening to me. And so I'm not going to let Satan win, although this is a good one. But I blame myself for this one. I blame myself. But it did this. It let us kind of have a chat on a Sunday we never get to have. I know my camera's wiggling because I'm sitting at my table. I apologize. But do y'all want to chat? I'm by myself. Like, I'm not really by myself, but like Vince has gone hunting. Thomas has gone with him. Joe's behind this wall playing video games. I think Josh and Taylor are downstairs taking a nap, I think. So it's just me. So if y'all wanted to chat, we could. Or I can go if you're like, I'm sick of you. You've made us mad. So far, everybody's telling me it's no big deal. It'll be fine. But here's what I am going to promise you. The minute it comes in, I'm going to go live and show it to you. Like whenever it comes in, and you'll know we've got it. And once it's in our hands, We have enough staff to put it out the same day. So once it's here, it can go. But you need to understand something. This is my fault. There's no one else to blame on this one. This was all me. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you for being so kind. It feels really bad to me because I don't like it. I really don't. If you know me, Timothy's in here. Where is, if anybody else from work in here with me? Oh, I have to sneeze again. I don't like being late. I don't like missing deadlines. I don't like any of that kind of stuff. So this is really, really, really a struggle for me. Monica says, okay, moving on. I won't move on. Trust me. When is the next Made It Con? Vince is in contact with, thank you, G. It means the world to me that you're on here right now. It's really late in your world. It's the same world, just different time zone. Vince has contacted the hotel we're wanting to use. And again, y'all know I'm always, like, I just want to tell what's going on because I want you to know how it goes too. But we met with them earlier in the year and we wanted to do the Made It Con in Alabama in September or October. But the place we want to do it, take a chill pill, I need to do that. The place that we wanted to do it feels like that's a bad time of the year for them because they're so busy. So we've been hashing it out. And we then thought about doing it somewhere else. But here's the deal. The place I want to do it is so perfect for you guys. Like, it's the best place in the world. And the other places that I have options to use are really cramped, are really tight, are in a city where it'd be hard for you guys to get around. And this one's perfect. And I feel like it's where, like, y'all know I lean on God for everything, right? I should have leaned on him for that stamp set and said, hey, God, remind me, right? Because he would have reminded me. But I feel like that's where he wants us to do it. And so here's what we've talked to them about. We're trying to see if they would be able to let us do it in January of 2020. Because as you can imagine, doing it in November or December is just silly. You know, it just silly. It would be crazy. I mean, we just did a crazy thing November, December already, and it would just be crazy. So what we want to do is we're hoping for January 2020, which sounds, which is not a good time, Monica, January. See, that's the thing too. Like, I kind of think, in my mind, January is always such a good time because there's nothing going on. But then again, I don't know. We're talking about January. We're seeing what we can do. The weather here is not a problem. Look, it's Alabama, and if we get anything in January, we might get a day or two of snow, and it landed on the day that we are having this is really, would be really, now I guess that's for people traveling in January might be difficult, but anytime in that time frame might be difficult. I don't know, but weather here would be nothing. Oh, you're sweet. Okay, I saw a question. Hold on, let me go back. This is hard for me to do by myself. We could look at March. Well, actually, no, March is a terrible month for me. February is a good month for me. April's a good month, but March is the worst. Well, the reason we thought about January is because people could ask for it for Christmas. That was another thing. And let me say this to you. I want to make this real clear. I learned this with cruises, okay? It doesn't matter when we schedule it. It's not going to work for everybody. I already know that. And I hate that that's the case, but it is the case. But we learned that with cruises. It doesn't matter. What are you doing, ma'am? What are you doing? She's trying to get out the door. Okay, so February might get a lot of votes. Let me go back. There was a question. I don't know if that's the one. Okay, what is Made It Con? Okay, somebody asked that question. Made It Con is a convention we put on, and we have a lot of different teachers. Like the last one we did in Sevierville, Tennessee. To be honest, I would love to go back to Tennessee, but I need to do one in Alabama. But the last one we did was in Sevierville, Tennessee, and we had 14 teachers, and we had over 300 students attend, and our teachers taught everything from paper crafting to acrylic painting, you name it. Now, one thing I am wanting to do with this one, let me see what y'all think about this. I kind of want to dial this one back a little bit, not so much with students, like as many people coming, but with as much that we offer. Because I noticed last time, a lot of the classes we offered kind of veered off the beaten path, and a lot of people didn't jump on those classes, which we kind of thought doing that would be a good thing. But I'm thinking now, after watching that, it's more that you guys want to see the, like, well, if I look at the classes that booked really well, paper crafting classes booked really well, mini albums, acrylic painting, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to go to the whole wreath classes. That was huge. And I think cricket classes would book really well, but I think we did that wrong in Made It Con. We should have really done that a different way. So I'm learning about that too. May would be good. It's my birthday month. But that puts us out in the middle of the year, which is fine with us. We can handle that because that gives us plenty of time. But May would be good. Let me go back and see. I think there was another question. Watercolor was, yes. Brenda's stuff always does really, really good. Ooh, a chalkature class? Done. Sorry, y'all. I have to go back to see questions. Tamitha, if you see one I haven't answered, feel free to throw it up here. Well, actually, Ann, we try to do one spring and fall. And I'm not doing a cruise in 2020, by the way. We're taking a cruise break. I think in a perfect world, here's what I would like to do. I want to ask your opinion of this. In a perfect world, I'd like to have a cruise one year, Made It Con the next. A cruise one year, Made It Con the next. I think that would be a perfect world because that way you can, more people could afford it because they could save up. And then it would be really good. You're getting the product questions. Oh, you're answering those. Okay, so Tamitha's trying to answer your questions too, okay? But like if we did, I have to look away not to get distracted. If we did like a spring cruise, fall Made It Con, something like that, but every other year, because wow, they're big undertakings. Not that we mind doing it, but I have so many other things I want to do too. I have so many exciting things I want to bring you guys. And I mean, I'm working on so many things. I wish I could even just tell you. Some things I can tell you. Like, I wish I'd got me something to drink before I sat down. Would y'all care if I went and got something to drink? That's terrible. Oh, I know how to fix that. No, I don't. I can't text him from here. Yes, I can. Watch. This is so tacky. Can I? No, I can't. So I'm going to get a drink. Hold on a second. Be right back. You know you love me if y'all will let me do that. And I'm in my house shoes, by the way. Casual Sunday at work. So, some of the things, wow, lots of questions. Some of the things I'm working on. Well, one thing I really want to do is do something called Craft Along With Me. I love this idea, okay? In the past, we have done some things like card kits that we've put together. We've done, what else did we do? We did a prayer journal one time as a group where what happened was, it was June of 2018, I think it was, and every day I went live on, I think, Periscope back then, and we did this craft. It wasn't a craft. We did a prayer journal together, and we colored together every day in the month of July or June. I don't remember. But I can't do it every day. But anytime I do those craft alongs with me, you guys love it. And what that would entail basically, is that I would create a craft or put together a craft. Maybe not something, out of the blue, but I put together a complete craft and I would put together a kit to go with it. And here's the thing about it. You wouldn't have to purchase the kit to be able to do the craft along. Here's something I want to say to you guys. I think I teach you guys a lot, okay, that you should use what you've got. I think I teach you that a lot. And in the new year, I know a lot of you guys are thinking, okay, I'm going to stop buying stuff. I'm going to stop doing this and blah, blah, blah. And I honestly think where you should invest money is in tools so that when it's time to do things like this craft along thing, you have the tools, if that makes sense. And if you're interested, we would put together a kit. And they wouldn't be expensive because you're not doing like, I'm not going to be, well, I don't want to say that for sure because I don't ever want to put myself in a hole. But like, I don't want it to be a specific thing you have to be able to make that craft. I kind of want it to be something you probably already have in your stash, but if you don't, here's the kit. Let me tell you where it came from. It comes from so many people message me and say, is it possible to get a beginner kit of some sort, a beginner stamping kit, a beginner photo mini album kit, a beginner this kit? So here's what I'm thinking. If we did a craft along, okay, and you need to hear me on this because you might get mad at me if we don't do like 5,000 kits, okay, but here's what the point of it would be. 90% of you guys, if I did like the craft along I want to do for February, 90% of you guys would have, because it would require a piece of 12 by 12, about 3 pieces of 8.5 by 11, no, maybe a couple pieces of 12 by 12, maybe 3 pieces of 8.5 by 11, some stickers, some stamps, whatever. It would require some things. But I want to put together a kit of it as well for those of you who don't have those things. So if you're new to paper crafting, you can participate in the process without having to, you know where this comes from, like Chalk Couture just did it. So many of you guys purchased the Simply Said collection after I mentioned it the other day, because it's a great way to try Chalk Couture without making the investment of Chalk Couture. This would kind of be the same thing. It would kind of be starting crafting without investing in the craft, without investing in a whole bunch of stuff. You'd need a few tools. Like I would tell you what you need ahead of time, but I think you should probably have those tools in your stash anyway. It would be a great way. You guys know the tools I use are not expensive. Like starter out tools are not expensive. So you would want to have some tools, but then again, I can show you how to do things without tools. Y'all, this is literally how my brain works. Okay. Claire, that's how it would work, except what would happen is, I wouldn't give you the measurements and things early. We would literally do that together. You would order the kit, or you would do the craft along with this, and you would have like, I don't know, you'd have it in advance enough that you could pull together the stuff, but not like the measurements and stuff. We would do that together. And in another poll I did, I asked you guys if you want me to do those live or if you want me to do them filmed. And we literally got, what was it on YouTube? Timothy, did you see that poll on YouTube, what it ended up at? On Instagram, I took a picture. I can't go to my phone because it's here. On Instagram, it was 53% live and 47% filmed. But on YouTube, when I looked the other day, it was higher for filmed than live. And that's so interesting to me. That shows the difference in the social media, in the fact that that's Instagram, the fact that that was filmed. It's funny to me how YouTube is less pro live and Instagram is more pro live, because that's the kind of people that follow in the different places. Isn't that funny? So I thought that I would do this regardless. Here's what I thought. And when I tell you, you'll agree with me. What I wanted to do was film my process, film me making it. And I would walk you through the step. And then I would literally say, now pause the video here and go do the step. And then we'd come back together. And I would do the step. Now pause the video here and do the step, you know? I thought it'd be kind of cool to do it that way, so that regardless of who you are, where you are, you could do it. Now that doesn't mean we can't do some live craft alongs, because I could probably just do that one twice, I guess. Oh, you're sweet. I guess I could just do it twice. I don't know. But I think a lot of people like whenever I say, okay, do this process, now stop, now go, stop, now go, like that, you know? But the kits wouldn't be expensive, and it wouldn't be a subscription, and it wouldn't be anything like that. It'd be like, oh, I think I want to make this project this time. I want to buy the kit. Or I think I want to make this project. I have all those supplies, or whatever. So Tammy says I'm slow from handicap. See, that's the thing too. Like if I film it, you can just stop it. So, okay, Ma, I'm glad you asked that, because here's what happens. Notice how this one's gone all over the place. That's what happens in a live. And that's the thing. Live crafting has a different environment than filmed crafting. I love live crafting because I can talk to you guys and talk back and forth and blah, blah, blah. But I also love the film because I like to give you guys a tutorial that's clean and concise and easy to do without a bunch of filler, right? So I kind of like both, but I think that filming the live is just kind of, it's a little frustrating for people unless I go in and edit it, and then by then I might as well just film it, right? So, it's, y'all, live versus filmed is polarizing. You need to understand that. I didn't realize it. I really didn't. You wouldn't believe some of the comments I get about a live video versus a film video, and sometimes it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. Like nowadays, don't take this bad. Really, don't take this bad. Nowadays, if whatever is in front of the screen is not for the person and how they want it, they're going to dislike it or argue about it anyway, so it doesn't matter. And I know that my stuff is not for everybody. I'm very aware of that. Look, why do you think I don't rewatch my videos? I don't watch them. No, sometimes I do. Sometimes. Ooh, a month in advance? Whew, that's a long time in advance. She says doing a month in advance. That's like, that means I got to plan way in advance. There's something y'all need to know about me. I don't plan real far in advance. It's funny because I'm just not that person. I don't like to plan far in advance. I know some people do. Yes, ma'am. Do you want the people to see you? Is that what it is? You want the people to see you? Say, here's the Darcy. Here I am. She's like, I don't know who you're talking to, Mom. Here's the Darcy. Ooh, don't kiss me. Here's the Darcy girl. Okay, she's going down because now they all want up. You want up? Tricks? I do that all the time. Lizzie reminds me of my old Trixie, and I always call her Trixie. Lizzie, you want up? No, Darcy, you just came up. You want up? Come here, Liz. Oh, you do? You never want up. This girl's big. Don't kiss me. Look in the screen. That's the Lizzie girl. That's the Lizzie girl. That's the Lizzie girl. Don't kiss. No kisses. Okay, so y'all saw the puppies? Not all of them. One's outside. Carly wouldn't come in. If you have weenie dogs, you know that they can be very temperamental. And Carly said, I ain't ready to come in. Call me later. So she's outside. All right. So, yeah, y'all probably noticed this too, just to let you know I've been doing this. So on the Thursday live videos, have you noticed we haven't been doing like a full craft from start to finish? I've kind of discovered from comments that you guys like on a live video, you more like me testing a technique and you more like me doing a small, like not complete project because it's hard for you to recreate. Most of you guys like it when I do that in the Thursday lives now versus, like for example, I totally could have done that poster board purse live, but that's not a project for a live video. Like I'm learning too. Like there's things like that. So that's why like testing products live are really good. Trying techniques, teaching techniques, doing small little things are really good on the Thursday shows. But like doing whole projects on the Thursday shows are just not good. So, oh, that's cute. Aw. Susan, I have 3. That's awesome, Andrea. I'm glad to hear that. Jill's like, why is this much Samsa going to be late? I need to know. I know, girl. You want to know why? You want to know the truth? Should I just say the truth? Me? I'm a slacker. I'm not a slacker. And I seem like I'm not a slacker. There's one thing you need to know about me. I'm not a slacker. I messed up. If you're just coming in, I'll let you know I messed up. The ordering issues are called Maymay didn't order them on time. That's your ordering issues. Tabitha's being kind by typing ordering issues. The ordering issues was me, and I apologize. It looks like best case scenario, they'll go out Tuesday. Worst case scenario, they'll go out Thursday. And if you go back and watch when we get done chatting, go back and watch the beginning. It'll be something. I said it in the beginning so you could just not have to watch the rest of the stuff, but I just thought I'm here by myself, so if you want to talk, we can talk. Maybe did a human thing. Y'all. You have no idea. You have no idea. I want to talk to y'all about something. Tabitha was trying to be diplomatic. Thank you, Tam. I appreciate that. Where was that? Oh, you like us doing the mini albums. See, the mini album thing's something we can do like that, but I also want to do a filmed one. Girlfriend, you have already been up here. You're all right. You've had your 15 minutes. You're okay. You're okay. Stop. You're hurting my leg. Stop. Thank you. That's enough. No talking. No talking. She's trying to talk. Oh, that's so pretty. Grace applied. life happened. It did happen, and it's still happening. So I want to talk to you about something. Do I want your opinion on this one? Trying to think, does this open up a can of worms? So recently, let me be real human with y'all right now, okay? I'm gonna be like a real human. Yesterday, this weekend, Thomas and Joe had a basketball tournament, and it was awesome. They won the tournament. First time in 2 years, they've been first place. I think they came in fourth in the big state tournament last year. This was not the big state tournament. This was just another tournament, and but they came in first, right? When don't I open a can? That's the truth. Just call me can opener. So on the way home, I was reading in our administration group for one of our Facebook pages. And there was a comment where one of the admins had seen an angry emoji. Now, y'all know I'm anti-angry emoji, right? It's crafting. I'll get on the soapbox in a minute. So someone had seen an angry emoji. And anytime we see an angry emoji in a post over there, we courteously message the person, and we always assume it was an accident. Always. Why would I not? It makes perfect sense. It would have been an accident to hit an angry emoji on a crafting post, right? So we always message them and go, I'm sure this was a mistake. Please go and change it. Because you can go change it. It's easy. Just go change the little thing, whatever. Please go change it. Everything's fine. Well, if we message you so many times and we don't hear back from you, then we block you from the group. And that's been said like repeatedly, like that's just the thing. Well, so one of my admins said yesterday, I'm not saying names because I don't want to do that. They know who they are. But one of my admins said, I've been in contact with this person 3 times. We have discussed it 3 times. And she doesn't understand why that would be a rule. So I thought to myself, how can someone not understand why not putting up an angry emoji on a crafting project is not a rule? So I thought I need to explain why it's a rule, okay? So I typed this long explanation. I was gonna like push send. And I read it to Vince, and Vince said, push send, because that's what he would do too. And then I didn't send it. I don't know why. But now that we're talking about it, I want to explain this to you guys. Some of you will say yes to my question I'm fixing to ask you, and some of you will say no. Do you know what it takes to create a craft project and take a photo of it and have the guts to post the picture of it for masses of people to see it and judge it? Do you have any idea what that takes? As a YouTuber, it takes a lot of guts to be able to post every video I post. Back in the day, I remember posting and like going, holding my breath, thinking, what are people gonna say? Can you imagine? If you've ever done it, you know what it feels like to take a photo, to get the right angle, to get the right light, to take, just not even make the project, take the photo of it and then push post. I can't tell you. If you've never done it, do it, okay? If you've never done it, do it and see what it feels like. And you might not even can post it. And then to have somebody come into a post and put in an angry, sad emoji is different. Things can make us sad. Like if somebody posts something and says, I made this project and then it fell off the table and cracked, sad emoji makes sense to that, okay? If you made a snow globe, it fell off the table, it shattered, that's one thing. But why be angry? What possibly can make you angry about somebody? Even if they made a project you had in your brain that you thought was going to be great and they did it first, what's the angry emoji for? And I told Vincent, I said, this is what happens to me. Every time I make a project, every time when I finish, and he'll tell you this, when I finish a project, I walk straight to Vince wherever he is, even at work, and I show it to him first because I want his response. His response is positive and uplifting every time. He never says to me, I would have done that this way, or I would have done that way, or yada, yada, yada. You know what he says to me? He says, that's great. You're really good at that. You're really smart. This is a great project. Sometimes he don't even know what it is. Sometimes he's just like, it's great. So what I want from my groups is I want my people to be Vince's. I want you to be a Vince. When one of our crafty family members finishes a project and the first place they go is to our group or to our customer gallery, I want them to be able to go, look what I did. And I don't care if they did it in purple and what doesn't go with purple. That's a bad choice. A lot of stuff goes with purple. I don't care if they did it in like, okay, suddenly everything goes together. So there you go. There's my problem. Everything goes together. I just don't see a reason to be angry about it. And I want you to be positive and uplifting. That's exactly right. Positive and uplifting. Okay, so Melissa says her husband is not Vince. And she's probably being sarcastic about it if I had to guess. Like, he is not Vince. Or he would say blah, blah, blah. But I want you to think about something. Okay, I'm not speaking to you if you are one of these people, but I want to make it known who my viewers are. Okay? You guys need to understand that a lot of my viewers, I don't have the demographic a lot of people do. The reason my views aren't where everybody else's are, and I don't have any viral videos. I don't make videos for that age group. I make videos for my demographic. And as of last year, our demographic was like 34 to like 80. You guys, crafters, first off, we're living longer, and crafters are really getting started when they're, hey, Amanda just said she didn't see that we're live. I'll tell her we still are if she wants to come look. Crafters are living longer, and some people are not even starting crafting until later in life. And here's what I want to tell you. So many of our crafters are single women who live at home alone, and they craft, like, this hurts my feelings, but they craft to take up their time. And so they need someone to give them a pat on the back. And it's like, you got to think about that. You really, really, really got to think about that. You got to think, how can I be an encouragement to someone today? Okay? It doesn't matter if you don't like what they did. It just doesn't matter that they did it. That's all that matters. You know, I talk about this. I was telling Josh about this. Josh and Taylor, we were at lunch yesterday. I was telling them about this situation. And I was like, you know, how crushing could it be to someone to go through what they go through to post something, and then somebody to put a thumbs down? Look, not me, for other people, put a thumbs down or put an angry emoji. It crushes my spirit for them. And I think, how long will it be before they can do that again? And it just hurts my feelings. So here's the deal. This is what I've decided. And I got to tell my admins. By the way, admins, here you go. I'm not warning people anymore. I don't want an angry emoji up while we're giving somebody three warnings. I want you to think about that. Because here's what happens. The post goes up, an angry emoji goes up. It has to stay there until we can get in touch with the person and get them to take it down. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just not. There's no sense in it. If an angry emoji goes up, the post comes, not the post, but the person is removed, so it'll go away. Whatever you have to do, Tamitha, to make it go away. You see what I'm saying? Some people think I'm real petty about that. Some people think that I should be more like, people have a right to their opinion. You do have a right to your opinion. But the angry emoji is not an opinion that goes with crafting. It just can't work. I can't make it work. Now, I can get angry at my process. I get angry at my process a lot of times. Y'all see me throw stuff in a video. But it's like, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. So, oh, that's what you do on your page, Nancy? Good. Our guys at work were kind of laughing at us because we really, really police negativity really hard on our groups, our lives, and all that kind of stuff. And they were like, man, if something negative goes up, it gets down. And I'm like, yes, that's the point. That's exactly what we do. If something negative goes up, we're not about negative. I'm not about it. I'm not about being perfect. I am about losing the chat. I've lost it. I'm not about being perfect. I'm not about negativity. I'm just not. Let me restore the chat and bring it back where I can see it. Because I want to read something to y'all that just came in. Darlene says, I'm 59 and had cancer and needed something to do. I love crafting and posted a few things. Thank you for teaching me how to do some things. If Darlene posted something, I want y'all to know this. Now that y'all know Darlene, Darlene meet everybody, everybody meet Darlene, okay? Now that y'all know Darlene, if she posts something in our group and somebody put an angry emoji, wouldn't you be mad? Wouldn't you be like, why would you do that? Don't want to do it anymore. That's not how we're going to do it. We're going to do it this way. Thank you, guys. I love you guys, too. Mary says, I was in an abusive relationship and my family not supportive to me. So how much does it mean to you to be able to go into a group? Listen, you don't know what someone's going through. You do not know. You never know. You have no idea what my morning was like. You have no idea. I had a rough morning. I did things I shouldn't have done, said things I shouldn't have done. I've asked forgiveness of 2 people already today. 3, actually, if I think about that was the 3rd one. 4, because of you guys asking forgiveness. You have no idea what my day was like. And if my only solace in my life was posting pictures of my craft projects and getting somebody to say, good job, if that was the only thing that made me feel good that day, so be it. So be it. Oh, you know how to do it, Tamitha? Oh, are you talking to them, not me? Preach it, sister. It's Sunday. I can preach. I can preach. What other topic do you want me to preach about? I don't often give my opinion of things. You know what I'm saying? My mom and I were talking about something you guys will probably agree with. We were talking about, okay, no specific issue, but all the issues we're dealing with in the world. We're talking about all these issues. No specific issue. Don't bring up a specific. But we were sitting there and we kept going, yep. You know, like, oh, they think if we do this, it'll solve all the world's problems. Oh, if we do this, it'll solve that problem. Oh, if we do this, it'll solve that problem. And then we realized something. The only thing that's going to solve a problem, honestly, I want y'all to do this, just put this in your brain. The only thing that's going to solve a problem is when we love people. That's it. That is it. You can do all the drug busts you want to do. You can do all the gun control you want to do. You can do all the, what's another thing? All the locking of doors you want to do. But until everybody in the world loves each other, nothing's going to change. Just not going to change. That's it. And try to argue with me on that one, because you can't. Like, I want you to think in your head, well, that's not true, because until we love people, and I'm not even going to make this biblical, y'all. I ain't going to make this biblical. Until we love people enough to let them know we love them, things aren't going to change. It's just not. Now, I'm not even making it biblical. I could quote scripture to you. I could do all that kind of stuff, but I'm not. Until we love each other. Until we do. Until we can look at something and go, well, I love you for trying, whether you like it or not, right? But until we love each other, it doesn't matter, because intent is what causes problems. It's intent. It's what you intended, you know? If you did things to people out of love, that's it. That's it. Oh, hold on, where'd that go? Sue says we have a 99.999% positive group. One angry emoji is not going to change how I feel about a project I post. Refuse to let it. That's great, Sue. That's because you have a strong self-confidence. You are sure of yourself and what you're posting. You know what I'm saying? But not everyone feels that way. You got to think about the broken. I'm not saying Sue doesn't. Sue absolutely is a loving, caring person. That's why she's one of our administrators. She's awesome. She cares about the broken. But for those out there that hear this, I don't even know who you are. You know who you are. You got to think about the broken, okay? You don't know if someone didn't post a photo today after having a huge fight with their spouse, after getting away from an abuse. You don't know. You don't see bruises in a photo, you know, of a craft. You don't know what that person's going through. We gotta care about the broken. And that one angry emoji bothers me. Not for me, for the person they put it on, for the post they put it on. I don't know what that person's going through. It bothers me. It bothers me that someone puts a thumbs down on a video, unless it's a bad video. But I mean, I look at it like this. They took the time out of their schedule to make that video and post it. And if it's not for me, it's not for me. But if I really like it, I'll thumbs it up. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm not trying to convince you how to do that stuff. But think about the broken. God, think about them. I sit in church and I sit with my employees at work, and they tell me little snippets of what they're going through, and I know what their lives are going through, and I'm thinking, my pastor said it today. I said I wasn't going to go biblical. My pastor said it today. He said, you know, I think about, oh, this is so bad, and I'm so mad about this, I'm so angry about this. And he's like, you know, look at the disciples. They stood for something, and they all died. You know what I'm saying? They all died. Most of them for the cause. And it's like, do we have it that bad? You know what I'm saying? Too much. It's only about me. It's only about me. It's only about me. It really is. I love y'all, but it's true. So if you're in our group and you put up an angry emoji and we block you from the group, it was an accident. Here's how we're going to do it. Here's how we're going to err to the side of caution. We're going to block you from the group. But if that happens, I want you to email Tamitha at Maymay Made It and go, Tamitha, I didn't mean to do that. It was an accident. We will understand and we will put you back in the group. That's the new way to do it. That's the new way. Isn't that easy? Instead of us being afraid to hurt someone's feelings because they put up an angry emoji and we want to make sure we talk to them first, just do it the other way. Block that person. They'll email us. Because you know what? Somebody did that to me one time before when we were doing a live show or something, and they got blocked during the live show, and they messaged me and said, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that. So that's the way to do it. Or even Amanda, or you guys find us. Amanda at Maymay Made It, Maymay at Maymay Made It. You can get us that way. What new projects? Look, she's like, if I was you, I'd change the subject, Barn. That's what Kitchen Table Creation said. If I was you, I'd change the subject, Barn. I hear you. Okay. What was the question? I'm looking for it. What new projects will you showcase on your channel? I don't know that I have anything like new that you haven't seen before, but I'm going to be doing some stuff a little, not different. I'm going to be mixing some stuff in. Like, maybe some home decor. Y'all don't like my house. Woe is me. Whoa. I don't like my house. So I'm thinking I may do some stuff in my house. Like, I don't like my kitchen anymore. What makes this happen to us? What makes us live life? We're just living our lives. Everything's fine. All of a sudden we walk in our house one day and go, I hate this. Am I the only one who does this? Now, I will say I've lived in this house for, if Vince was here, he gave me seconds, down to the second we moved back. I want to say we've been back 7 years or something. He says it all the time. And you see this red wall? And this right here is my brown. It's red and brown. And when I did it, I loved it. I loved it when I did it. And I was like, oh, I did red and brown. Nobody's doing red and brown. Then people did red and brown. I was like, nobody's doing red and brown. My mom even said, girl, red and brown. And I was like, Mama, just wait. And I did it. And she was like, So now I don't like it. So I'm thinking about maybe doing some painting. Not me, of course. I'm not painting it. I'm the worst wall painter. Okay. I'm the worst wall painter. Things are flying. The change bug. Oh, I'm full of the change bug. I'm not loving it. I'm not loving this anymore. I feel like, and my cabinets are real dark, which I think I have to live with. I may not have to live with it. Like, I might could spend a lot of money and get those changed. But honestly, they're kind of a cherry wood. I'm looking at them as well. They're kind of, no, not this color, but they're kind of a cherry wood. And so I think I can change my wall color without too much trouble. And I really want to. I'm ready to. And my living room my walls are too taupe and they need to be gray. A whole bunch of stuff like that, right? So I might be doing some home decor stuff, but I don't know that for sure. Because I don't know, I'm not a home decor channel, so it's hard for me to figure out how to squeeze that in. I'm just a crafting channel. I'm whatever craft. So I might show you some home decor stuff. Here's what I've discovered. And I'm aware. I want y'all to know this. If I do it, y'all want to see it. Yay, Mary. I'm glad to hear that. That's the point. That's what I know about you guys. If I make it, you want to see it. And the funny thing is, I can tell, back to us talking about thumbs down, it's funny because I can tell when the majority of people do that craft and the majority of, I can tell when the majority of viewers do that craft versus the ones that don't. Because like if I post, like, what's an example? Like the other day, paper piecing, which was something somebody requested me to do a video on. So I did it, and which I'd done a video on it before, but I thought I'd do it again. And I did that, and it got so many thumbs down. And I'm like, yeah, that's because so many people dislike the process of paper piecing. I get that. It probably had nothing to do with the video. I can't imagine it did. It probably was just the fact that they don't like paper piecing. So sometimes when I do things, I can tell that you guys are like, don't want to see that. But want to see it all. See, that's what I'm telling you. I have discovered it. And I'm the same person. Because y'all know I follow like Hercules Candy Company. Y'all, they are so funny. Can I tell you what they're doing? I told Vince this the other day. I said, we need to do this, Vince. Which we can't, so don't ask me to, but it is funny. So we can't because I don't have a way to do it, but they do. But they do a monthly Girl, made it come out my house and paint the walls. Done. Let's do that. They do a monthly security camera like recap of things that happened on the security camera. So funny. And they have had so much happen. They moved from one location to another. And since they've moved, they've had one of the mom, it's a mom and pop shop, and the mom fell and hit the wall, put a big hole in the wall. That was one thing that happened. Then a few weeks ago, they had a car go through the front of their store. Maggie knows they had a car, and no one was hurt. Um, but they showed this, the security camera footage is classic. And so it's like, I could show y'all I could show you. I've been trying, I don't know if y'all have noticed, I've been trying to give you more behind the scenes stuff. They're so good, Luann. They're so good. They just have fun and just let you see them having fun. I've been trying to do more, like behind the scenes, like when we were in my room doing stuff, like we redid my room. Did you see my room? Maybe I should do a tour. Do y'all want to see a tour? Not today, I'm at home. But do y'all want to see a craft room tour? I just said, if I do it, you want to see it. But, and the new setup for all the Cricut classes we're trying to do. So. Oh, see, that could do it too. Andrea said, or the method of sewing quilting blocks that is also called paper piecing, and that may have people confused, and that's exactly right. Could be that. Let me tell you how you gotta do a thumbs. If you are gonna do a channel, I'm gonna give you the best advice. Ready for this? If you get a thumbs down, you go. That's what you do. You go. You can stop it because you can like turn them off, but I like to know what people think because it helps. I could show you how I do my craft room storage. I'm gonna tell you something, and Gareth will tell you. He and I, a few years ago, dialed back what we were holding on to in our craft room. We dialed it back, and I did dial it back. So what's in my actual craft room has been dialed back. That'll change a little bit as I start to bring some stuff back that I want to do, just some stuff I need to get done. I'll bring some new stuff in, but I don't have a lot in my filming space. There's not a lot. It really can't be because we don't have space. The scan and cut. The brother scan and cut. She wants to know about it. It is okay to be different. Thank you, Mabel. Just keep sharing love. I hope y'all know I really do love y'all. I really do. Purging. You need to purge. You do. If you're gonna purge, you need to get you need to do it with somebody around you that can use all your stuff. Hey, Griselle got those metal pegboards. Aren't they amazing? They're still up in the front room. I didn't bring them back in the back. I easily could have, but they didn't really fit with my filming space. So the difference for me is I have to be able to film what I'm doing too. That makes things really hard. So we are doing Cricut classes. We're doing them a little bit different this year. And if anybody, no one has said this, but I want to say it. No one has said one thing about it. I just want to let y'all know. If you are interested in the Cricut class but can't afford to pay the money for the Cricut class, I have a 101 class already on my channel. It's Design Space 101, and it goes through basically everything I do in the class. And when I say basically, I mean it's pretty much what we go over in the class. The difference in the class is we can be more your craft specific. This is why, for some of you guys, I want you to know this. This is why we only do 25 people in the class, because I could open it up to like 100 or what. I could just open it up to unlimited amount of people. There's nothing that stops me from doing that. We limit it to 25 people at a time because I want you to be able to tell me, hey, I want to ask a question about this specific craft or this specific craft, and it not make you feel like you can't do that because there's so many people in the room. The other thing, hung curtain rods, then hung fabric, instant color change. You go, girl. That reminds me of old school HGTV because that's where I learned everything. Yes, it is current with Design Space. There's not really, I don't think anything's really changed since I did it. I don't think so. Somebody's asking that question. What was Caroline's good idea? Was it a school teacher? That is a good idea. Look into school teachers. If y'all have a senior center or a special needs facility or a foster home or I'm trying to think of all the stuff in our area that I know we can donate to. Oh, I forget. Amanda, what is Rainbow Bridge? Is that a foster home? Not Rainbow Bridge. It's Rainbow. We talked about it the other day. Youth groups. That's a good idea too. So Someone said Melody Lane is a good, not someone, Charlotte said Melody Lane is a good option. She is a good option. I tell people about Melody Lane all the time, and why she doesn't have more followers, I can't get it. Y'all go subscribe. Her channel's called Melody Lane. That's it, Melody Lane. And she does a great job teaching cricket. She does a lot of live classes. You can ask questions on the go. And yeah, it's like a foster home that we have. That's a great place too. You're not just saying anything. The other thing we're doing, a little different. If you took my first cricket class, you're going to be getting these too. So if I'm talking about this and you're like, I didn't get those when I did the class, that's because we learned it after that. So we're going to send these to you anyway. From now on, when you sign up for my cricket class, before the class, like I think it's 3 weeks before, the first week you're going to get a video on how to set up your cricket access. The second week you get a video on your machine overview. And then the third week you're going to get a video on, features of Design Space, just the general overview of Design Space, so that when we get into the meeting, we spend 2 hours on Design Space. So what I decided was, if you took my last class, you'll probably think this is a good idea. And again, we're going to send you these videos. What we decided was we're going to pull some things out that can be taught in a filmed video setting. And then instead of spending 30 minutes on those things in the class, we're just going to focus on, and now let's make a project. And now it would be making a project kind of thing. So what will happen is once you sign up, you'll get an email from Amanda that'll be like, I don't know how to call them. They're prerequisites, but they're not prerequisites. They are, but they're like prep videos. So it'll be 3 prep videos that come to you in a series. And we're not going to send them to y'all at once because I've learned this. If I send them to y'all at once, it's overwhelming. Nope. Here's 1 video. Handle it this week. Here's 2 videos. Handle it this week. Here's the 3rd video. Handle it this week. And then you're ready to go. I think that'll help. And for those of you who took the class already, don't worry. We're going to send you those videos too, so you can just have them for resource. All that'll be. Let's see. All right. Chat is slowing down. You want a Gemini, a junior, and a cinch. Afraid of them. I don't know anything about the Gemini. Oh, a Gemini junior. The cinch I've used on my channel. No, don't send craft supplies to me at this point. I've got a bunch we're trying to get out too that we haven't had time to deal with. But look for places like schools, even public schools, private schools. Private schools will take stuff too. You're sweet, Teresa. Thank you so much. I hate to sound sad. I'm sorry if I did. Daycares. Daycares. I used to work at a daycare, and they are sometimes on such a tight budget that the teachers will have great ideas, but they can't do it. A daycare is a great place to take things. Did you guys see that the Cricut Cuddlebug's being discontinued? They have forced me to buy another machine. They are forcing me. I've put it off, and they are forcing me to. So now I think I'm going to have to decide which one I want. I'm going to have to start doing some research, which that'll make a lot of you guys happy because you've been asking me for years. I really like my Cuddlebug. But did y'all hear that? Edith says she sends all her extras to St. Jude. That's a good idea too. I also have, do you guys remember in the past years we've done a Valentine call out for Valentine cards? The girl who does that, her name is Mel. She contacted me and she's doing it again. And she's supposed to be sending me a link to all of her, to all the information about that if y'all want to get started. So we went ahead through the cards you've already donated to us and pulled out all the Valentine cards that we can go ahead and send. So we already have quite a stack of Valentine cards we'll be sending. But there'll be, if you want to, I'll have more information about that next week. See, look, Maggie said, do you have any starter stamping ink kits? See? Everybody asked for that. I don't have any right now, Maggie, but we were just talking about that earlier. Can you use the Make the Cut software in the Cricut? No, but you don't need it. The Design Space software does everything the other one does. Probably more, but at least everything. I used to use Make the Cut back in the day with my Cricut before that all stopped. Monica, I was literally told, no. I was on Melody's Facebook group and I was reading about it, and Melody said she has not been told that they are reworking or bringing in another one. She's been told they are discontinuing it. So, Deborah, I have a video on the cuddle bug on my channel. Oh, Bonnie's trying to get into paper crafting without purchasing all the dyes and ink, staying focused on what the DX. Think that's possible. Wait, trying to get into paper crafting without purchasing all the dyes and inks. Sure you can. As long as you're not stamping, you don't have to worry about ink. And if you got your Scan and Cut DX, you can cut any shape you want, so you won't need dyes. Lori, from what I understand, now listen, I don't know this from Cricut. From what I understand, they're not changing the cuddle bug. They're doing away with it. I could be wrong, but that's what I read on her video. Hey, Beth, I have a perfect video for you. Which cutting machine I should buy? I actually have that video on my channel, and it will tell you, it'll give you so many tips and tricks. A Maymay keychain's a good idea. I wish I had, I saw that about the Vinyl Cutter Network. What you need to do is you need to join, you need to get on Facebook. There's a bunch of that kind of stuff out there. If y'all guys are looking for, like, she's saying she'd like some, like, a network of people to share projects and things like that with. The Facebook groups that are specific to machines, gosh, they do that like crazy. Mary says she has a cuddle bug, but once you go Gemini, your arms will thank you. I do like the Scan and Cut DX. I love it, actually. What did you do with all your Cricut cartridges? Tired of storing them? I don't store them. I gave them to someone who could use them in a expression machine, because once I've synced them to my account, they can't be synced to anybody else, but the cartridge itself can be put into a machine. But very few people still have that machine that use cartridges, but I just did that. Yeah, see, Viola said, Melody said no more cuddle bug. I read that on her Facebook. Is there a place to get scan and cut instructions? Mine didn't come with any, and going it so frustrating, never used it. The best few places, there's not as many for scan and cut as there is for Cricut or Silhouette, but there is a channel on YouTube that does it. You can watch that channel. You can just look up Brother Scan and Cut Tutorials. That'll pop up. You'll find it. And then Facebook groups. I'm going to tell you something. There's a Facebook group out there called Brother Scan and Cut Friends or something like that, and they do really good stuff to help people. I hope to get some more stopper toppers, but I can't promise. I've not heard from Nat. Nat, if you're watching, I sent you an email. See if you can catch it. They might be switching. I'm gonna. They're not gonna tell me, but I want to know if I need to go buy another one. But Melody would know. Will your Cricut class help with the Explore Air 2, or is it strictly about the maker? My Cricut class is for any machine that works with Design Space. That's it. So that means Expeditions, Imaginations, Cricut Cakes, anything before the Explore doesn't work with my class. My class is about Design Space more than the machine itself. Melly has a good Cricut cartridge storage solution. It's an older video, but awesome. Check that one out. Do the colors of the cuddle bugs mean they do different things? Nope. Nope. My computer is not connecting to my Cricut machine, Explore Air. There could be lots of reasons, Michelle. It kind of opens up. It's kind of a lot. I mean, it would take us a while, but I tell you what to do. And I'm going to tell you this, and I challenge you to do it. Call Cricut's customer service. They're really, really, really good, and they will walk you through it, and they'll be able to help you step by step. They're really good. I have one of the first Cricut machine mini. I have cartridges and love them. My saying is, if it ain't broke, don't change it. There you go. I had a love-hate relationship with my original, and it was mostly hating. Do you have a Silhouette, and have you done a class? I've never owned a Silhouette. The other day I was thinking I should get one and just see what it's like, but then I was like, I don't have time. I tell you guys all the time, you don't have to have all of those machines. And then if I keep having all those machines, I like the two I've got do what I need them to do. I've got the Cricut and I've got the Brother Scan and Cut, and they do what I need. And I just don't know that I have the time to learn another cutting software really for no reason. And I'm not, that sounds terrible. I mean, teaching you guys is a reason, but really I don't need it because I have the Cricut. I don't know how to say that without sounding awful. I'll tell you this, Cricut's customer service is heads above. I'll tell you that. It takes up so much time to learn another machine. So much time, so much time. You think they're coming out with a whole new die cutting machine? But you're talking about non-electric or electric, but not like a Cricut. I still have the first Cricut. I don't see how you have time for anything without giving up time for your family. I'm in that space though in my life where I don't give up time for my family, but my family all kind of have things. So I have a little more time because they all have things too. Except for like basketball and like I still have some, like I still call Joe the baby. And some people go, he's 14, he'll be 15 in 2 months. But we still have the baby. You know what I'm saying? So into planners and need to make my own stickers, just don't know what to start with. A lot of planners use the silhouette for stickers. I will tell you, in our experience, Mandy and I have both made stickers with the Cricut. Mandy had a year-long business of planner stickers, and she did it with the Cricut. Matter of fact, she bought 2, and that's how she did it. It does the same thing. That's true, Belinda. It is cool because I work with Josh every day. I work with Vince every day. And then my other boys are in school. So that does help that I'm with them. I love that they can. I mean, that's always been my dream. Like some people say, I want to be on HSN or I want to be on QVC or I want to travel the world with my business. I don't want to do that. I want to go to work with my family. I love that. Now, not all, it can't be that way forever. You know, Josh is going to school to be a special education teacher. That's going to happen. That's his dream. Thomas, I doubt he will ever work for us on a full-time basis. I feel like I have a feeling he'll move to college. I just have a feeling about it. We don't know that for sure. And Joe, I think, will probably, always said, Joe will probably be like a computer, like a video game developer and work out of his bedroom and never leave home. That's what I feel like will happen when there. Oh, go buy those Cuttlebug plates now. Maybe I should get some in just in case. Yep. Okay, stop, please. Stop. That hurts my leg. Stop. Your ears are flipped back. Oh, anybody else have a Dotson and your whole life is fixing their ears? Let me tell you something. If you guys could see Josh in his element, you'd know that's what he was built for. I never order them because I think you can buy them cheaper from them, but once they're out of them, let you see my doggy. Doggy, come here. Which one wants to go? Which one? It'll be Darcy. All right, here's the baby. This one is Darcy Doo. Darcy Doo. She doesn't know where to look, so she's like, say, look at me. I'm gonna get like this out of the chat so you can see her. There's her face. Look at her sad eyes, because she has really bad bags. See, they're not bags, they're just dark color. She always looks sad. They always look sad. That's Darcy. Okay, I got you. You want to go up, Liz? You want to go? Nope, she don't want to. That one has to be ready. Like, she's stubborn. You want to go, Liz? You want to go? You want to go? Come here. Nope. We are or we're not? I know you said no, but I don't think you meant it. She went, nope, she don't want to. They're stubborn. DreamWorks Angel says, I was listening in and love my Cuttlebug. I don't have the magnetic plates yet. Are people still using metal dies? I have mine stored in a binder. People do still use their metal dies. And I would get the magnetic plates while they've got them because I love my magnetic plate. I love them. Thank you, Ron. Oh, thank you. I hope everything's going well for you, Ron. I'm glad to see you here. Amanda's grandson loves Josh. It's so funny. Like when was it, Amanda? He had to come stay at the shop for something. Lacey had to go somewhere, and he came and stayed at the shop, and he was like, "Is Josh going to be there?" Like, that was the first thing he said. "Is Josh going to be there?" And if Josh is there, he's fine. He'll come do it. It's so funny. Yes, the Cuddle Bug does do the thing, does the same as the Big Shot. They're just different. One's bigger, one's not. They're just different. Thank you, Alice. Love you and your family. I'm disabled and homebound, so I appreciate all you do. May God bless you always. Thank you so much. We'll keep remembering you, Ron. Oh, I didn't know. That's cool. What do you do with all the cards you make? Do you have a card ministry? We do have a card ministry, but right now, we're slowing down on accepting cards right now. If you've already sent some, that's fine, but we have a lot of cards, and what we're doing at this moment is we're doing the Valentine cards, so that takes care of the Valentine ones, but Amber, I have to think about all my people's names because it's like your children, you're like, what's that girl's name up there? Amber has been contacting some organizations, and she's checking to make sure that they're organizations we want to work with, and we're going to be sending out a bunch of cards to those when we find those organizations. So speaking of, I've had somebody contact me, and she told me that she sends her cards to for soldiers. She sends cards to soldiers. The people we were working with before quit doing it. They said that they told them that they didn't have the need for them anymore like they did. But this lady found a place that lets her send blank cards that the soldiers send back home. So if you guys have suggestions, let us know for places, and then we'll check into them and make sure that they line up with what we're trying to do. But we do have a card ministry, and that's where most of my cards go. Some of my cards, a lot of the ones I personally make now don't end up in the card ministry because you guys have sent so many in. My stuff now pretty much decorates my store. So when people come in, it gives them ideas of how to make cards. You know what's funny too? So I saw some people this year kind of, I guess, going away from card making or whatever. But then I saw a lady do a card making calendar, and that was really, really smart. And what she did was she basically found holidays throughout the year and put them in her calendar. And then, like, if it was police officer day, which that's not the word it would be for it, but like if it was police officer day, on that day, she'd send a card to a police officer or to the police station to say thank you for what you do. And if it was like physician's day, she would send it to her physician. If it was, give me an idea, grandparents day, she would send it to grandparents. That makes sense. If it were, I mean, there's a day for everything nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Which is really cute. Like, think about this. What if it's chocolate lovers day? And if you have someone in your family who loves chocolate, my Aunt Dottie loves chocolate, that would be the person you'd send a card to. Isn't that cute? Like if you said, it's chocolate lovers day, I'm sending a card to the chocolate lover in my life. Or it's mint chocolate chip ice cream day, you send it to the person that loves mint chocolate chip ice cream. What a cute way to keep sending cards. I think that's a cute thing to do. All right, back to comments. Will you upload the show so we can, yes, it'll be up there. Veterans Day, you send a card to a veteran or multiple veterans. Bye guys, if you're leaving, I know we just been talking. I can go at any point in time. I'm just sitting here. I have nothing but work to do. Amanda's like, you could go work. That's what she wants to say. That's right. Maggie said there are tons of those days. Just Google fun holidays. I do a calendar every month for my coworkers. See, I think that'd be fun because, I mean, it's kind of fun to not only see a special day. Like somebody tell me what today is because I guarantee it's something. Like somebody look up what today is on the calendar and then you find somebody to send a card to that day. How cute is that? Yes, vets love them and they deserve them. Oh, I just was saying that. I'm sure there's chocolate day. I'm sure there is. She's like, I can think of a few things. Amanda's like, maybe just a few messages and emails I've sent you already. It's cuddle up day. So you would send the card to someone. Okay, this is twofold for me. I know someone, that's so funny. I know someone who loves to cuddle. Okay, my nephew Ford loves stuffed animals. He's a cuddler. So I could send him a card just to say happy cuddle up day. And then like, I could send one to Vince because I like to cuddle with Vince. So see how cute that is? That's really cute. It's Viola's puppy's birthday. Every day is chocolate day. Amen, girl. And some days it's double chocolate day. You know what I'm saying? Bean Day and Shortbread Day. That is so funny. Who would I send a card to for Bean Day? My Aunt Lolly. Do you want to know why? Because my Aunt Lolly, when I was growing up, always had a pot of beans on the stove or in the crock pot and cornbread. Always. I would send it to Aunt Lolly. They don't have to know why you're sending it. That's just how you pick the person. Isn't that cute? January 3rd was Toss the Fruitcake Day. That's so funny. Who would I send that to? My father-in-law, who makes the best fruitcake cookies. I love them so much. Giggle Day. See, you can think. Let me think. Who would I send Giggle Day to? Who has the best giggle? Somebody. Oh, Joseph. My baby Joseph. He has the best laugh. It's so good. There you go. Okay. I'm trying to see if anybody has another day. Your uncle always had beans and cornbread on. And listen, I miss that. I miss walking into the house to that. Cheesecake Day. You know how I would send that card to? I would send it to the guy down the street that has our neighborhood restaurant. They have really good cheesecake. It's fried though, so I don't get it very often. Not very often at all. You would send it to your friend who never had fruitcake and bought some for Christmas. That's so cute. I love that. Somebody said nurses. Nurses Day. That's awesome. Is Tamitha fussing at you working on a Sunday? Look, she ain't clocked in. She's doing it out of kindness of her heart. That's what she needs to remember. You know that. You know your employees love you when they'll put time in when they don't even get paid for it. Now, that's terrible, and we don't ask for that, but she does do that. The 10th is Houseplant Day. You guys, I would send one to... Who do I know that has the best houseplants? Who do I know? I know people that do. Let's see. My mother-in-law has really good houseplants. More outside plants than inside. Surely you know somebody. Send one to Fern. That'd be funny. She said it helps Mondays go better. Let's see. Vinny should make his dad fruitcake cookies. I have begged him. You guys message him. I have said 1,000 times, make your dad's fruitcake cookies. He doesn't like them. So he's like, nobody will like them. They're so good. They're basically, and I think, because I've never made them, but they're basically like the same dough you use for chocolate chip cookies, but instead of putting the chocolate chips in, you put the ingredients for fruitcake in them, and they're so good. I loved them. Did you just mess up my couch? I think she did. I don't do houseplants either. Thank God Fern's still alive. That's because of Amanda. Y'all, see? Fruitcake. These cookies don't taste like fruitcake, although I like fruitcake. That's probably why every year Gareth sends me mince pies. I still have, Gareth, I'm counting them. I have 5 left. I have 5 mince pies left. I hope they don't go bad before I can finish them. I really love them. I agree. So, okay, email Vinny. He'll be so mad. He'll be so mad. He won't even know. Email Vinny at Maymay Made It, VINNIE, and say, we want Granddad's fruitcakes. No, fruitcake cookies. We want Granddad's fruitcake cookies. I dare you to do it. I dare you. He'll be so mad at me. You miss mince pies. By the way, these mince pies, I did not know this, but Gareth sends me the mince pies from Mr. Kipling's, which is like, you know, a big UK brand, right? They are so good. Operation Fruitcake Cookies. Yes. Do it. Do it. He'll be so mad. He'll be like, why is my email blowing up? All right. Karen, does that mean I need to go also make dinner? No. What time is it? 4:12. I got some time. Mint cookies? You need to send us that recipe. I love mince pies. Oh, you know what? I have never tried. So one of the vloggers I watch in the UK, she's had a box of mince pies, and like she's a very healthy eater, and so she eats like one every now and then, but she'll take a picture of it when she eats it, and she puts is it double cream that you guys use over there? Is anybody still on from the UK? Because it's too late for that. What's for supper for me? I think I'm having spaghetti squash. I made Friday night. I made spaghetti squash with vegetable heavy marinara sauce, and I think I'm having that again because I love that for dinner. Oh God! Plus, when the boys are, this is the best thing. When Vince is hunting, Joe eats one thing. If he's and he cooks it, by the way. Joseph, I want y'all to see this because I think it's funny. Joe, I don't know what he'll say. He might think I'm not live anymore, but I'm still live. Come here, Chef Ramsey.
What you think?
Will you be in here for a second?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Let me get Chef Ramsey into the picture. Here we go. Okay, so if you're cooking tonight for yourself, hold on.
All right.
If you're cooking tonight for yourself, what you having?
Spaghetti and meatballs. Or not meatballs, meat sauce.
Spaghetti and meat sauce. You want to tell them how to do it? Because, you know.
All right.
You're Gordon Ramsay.
You grab a pan, fill with water. And you put the noodles in it, and you boil them. Where am I looking? Am I looking here? Okay, I didn't know where I was looking here. And you boil your noodles. And then, after you boil your noodles, you, I don't know, Maymay made the sauce for me, so we're going to
I did this time, but that's because it had meat in it. He didn't do the meat part.
All right, so then,
I need to teach you that, too.
Then you just heat the sauce up if it was in the fridge. If it wasn't in the fridge, then you don't heat it up.
Don't shake it.
But then you just kind of put them together. Boom, spaghetti.
So if you and I are home, what?
Is that right? Okay,
No.
my bad.
If you and I are home by ourselves,
Yeah.
what are we having to eat?
Spaghetti.
But am I having spaghetti or
You got that squash stuff.
I have
you
that
made the
spaghetti
other night.
squash stuff, and he'll have spaghetti, and he'll make it because I told him today he's a one dish wonder.
It's true. It's true.
Do you want to say anything else to the people? They all said hello, and that some people said you're cute.
All right.
Look, Diana said you're cute.
All right. You know who's cute?
What about this hair, y'all?
You know who's cute?
What about this hair?
I'm a little rascal.
Turn sideways. Look how long the other way. Look
this
how
one?
long this is. All this red.
It's really bad. I need a haircut.
Oh, you do. I said that before the wedding. You're like, I'm fine, I'm
That was
fine.
before the wedding.
It was not that long ago.
It was like a day before.
Ooh, love his red hair. He's so handsome.
Oh, you have the...
Ginger Day. All of y'all need to send Joe a card on Ginger Day.
I didn't know there was a thing.
I didn't either, but you need a card on Ginger
I'm
Day.
going to look that up now and see what day it is.
You have dimples?
Do I?
Smile. Ooh, they're... Oh, you went a little crazy. Do you have on your house shoes, Joe?
Yeah, dude. Don't even. Don't. Boom.
Wait, lift them up.
House shoes. Always wear my house shoes. Look at these things. They're the most comfortable shoes you'll ever see in your life. Don't let anyone ever say otherwise.
That's funny, y'all. How did y'all hear the house shoe story? I think I told it.
I don't know.
I told it somewhere. I don't remember. Oh, I think Thursday in the live
Wherever
show.
you are, sir, in the wheelchair, you inspired me.
That's what the story we told. That is the story. We were at the hospital for Thomas to have his MRI done, and there was a man in a wheelchair. He was a senior citizen in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And Joseph said, Maymay, the guy out there by the counter, he's got the shoes I want. Go look at them.
Some mocks.
So when I walked up there, he was wearing moccasins. Yours aren't exactly moccasins. He was wearing moccasins, and he was like, I want those shoes. And he said, that man is living his best life, and I want them. So that's what he got for Christmas. My father-in-law has those shoes, and he's 79, Timothy said.
Hey.
Listen, he came out of his room the other day in this outfit. That's what we talked about the other day, was your outfit.
My amazing outfit.
You want to tell him about your outfit?
My house shoes, my Nike socks, my high Nike socks,
What color were those socks?
black, and then my khaki shorts that were above the knee khaki shorts. That's the key here. And then
They
my
have to be
sweatshirt.
above the knee.
Yeah, and then the sweatshirt.
He had on, and Vince was done.
He's
Vince
not
was
happy
like,
about it.
he was like, why does he get to leave? First off, he's a baby, so he knows he's full. Yeah, he was on his way to church. That's exactly what it was. We told him that.
It was Wednesday.
And Vince was like, why does he get to do this? Why does he get to leave the house like this? And Joe said, you said, Uncle Vince,
Was it I was living my best life?
I'm just living my best life. I'm living my best life. He's so funny. My joke was amazing with people. I missed it. What was your joke? Hold on. Louise proved gingers do have souls. No, they don't.
No.
He told me that today in church, by the way. You're standing in church and I said something about the song that was playing and you're like, I don't like music. He did. He said, I don't like. No, I said, this is your favorite song. He said, no, it's not. I don't like music. He said, proof I don't have a soul.
I do like music.
Oh.
What?
Shoe soles. You do have souls.
Yeah.
That's funny.
They're all terrain too.
Joe, they think you're so cute. Tell them about winning that tournament by yourself yesterday.
Yeah, I was MVP of the whole thing. I got like 7 medals. Here, I'll go grab one of them. I'll be right back.
He's never coming back. I'm just warning y'all. That's his way of getting. Oh, you are?
1 second.
He did not win the tournament by himself. I think he played a total of, in 3 games. What was your total play time?
Like, I don't know, probably
12 minutes. There's a puppy. Do you see her?
I got some gum too.
I want some.
Whoa,
That's all right. Oh, yeah. Let him show you his trophy.
That's my only trophy. I pushed the net because we won. And you get to cut the net when you win a tournament or a championship.
Yes, Joe is my baby boy. How old are you, baby boy?
14.
So at a basketball tournament, I don't know if you know this, but the team that wins the whole thing gets to cut the net down. And so at this school, they weren't sure if they're going to get, I think this is the sweetest thing. They weren't sure they were going to get to cut the net. And so the coach, my son's coach, his name is Thomas, by the way.
He brought his own net because he knew we were going to win.
He brought his own net, not because he was going to win. He brought his own net because he wanted the boys to get to cut down a net. And if they weren't going to let him cut down that net, he would put his net up and let them cut it down. And if they let him cut down the net, he would replace it with a brand new net. And that's what he did. And that was very nice of him. So our boys could have the net. So each boy gets a piece that they cut. Y'all cut the top and the bottom?
On the biggest loop.
The big loops that hang down, they cut the top and the bottom. So every boy gets to keep part of the net from the game.
And then the coach gets the rest that's left over.
The big part of the net that's left hangs over the trophy. It's so cute. When does school start? They started last week.
Tomorrow.
You started last week, right?
School?
Why was, the tournament?
Basketball. No, I start tomorrow.
No, they start tomorrow. January 12th is Ginger Day. Look out. There's going to be cards coming your way. I just feel it. I'm telling everybody you should pick days on the calendar, like silly days. Like somebody said, like chocolate day, and send a card to the person you know that loves chocolate the most. Who do you know that loves chocolate the most?
Josh.
He doesn't love chocolate. Josh does not love chocolate, by the way. He's a white chocolate guy. Your stepson is 11 and is just like Joe. I'm sorry.
I'm going to go.
Tell him what you tell me all the time.
What?
You almost wanted to say it just then, but we're on camera, so you didn't. You say it to me all the time.
I really don't remember these things.
Anytime I say something to him, he'll go, "You're the worst mother ever." He'll just say it. Just say it like you say it.
The worst mother ever.
That's not how you say it.
I don't know how I say it.
You say, "You are the worst mother ever."
I don't remember. I don't know.
You can send it to our work address. It is no, where do you want him to send it? Amanda, give an address you want him to come to, because you'll have to deal with them. If he wants to do an exchange, I'll host him. Oh, in Switzerland. You're not really being an exchange student. You're not really that kind of guy.
Oh, no.
Joe's real big on being close to his Maymay. Y'all can think this all you want.
I ain't going nowhere.
Y'all can think this all you want. But Joe is one that's like, he needs to be near his Maymay.
I'm not going anywhere alone.
Do you need to be near your Maymay?
Yeah, I don't talk to people well.
He's not good with public.
I was struggling at lunch today. You can tell him about that.
So we went to lunch at a buffet. Okay, it wasn't really, it is a buffet.
Okay,
but
it's a
not
bar
buffet.
and they serve you.
You tell them, they have a plate. It's like cafeteria style. So Joe went up there. We got a plate. Well, you get a very little bit on your plate the first time because they try to save food. It makes sense. That's why they serve it to you. So we sat down and we're like, the mac and cheese is good today. Both of us agreed that it was good today.
Yeah.
So he goes, I'm going to go get more. Well, I was sitting in a place, it was packed.
Okay, first of all, there's a sign on the bar that says no sharing.
You weren't sharing.
I know, but it felt wrong.
So I said, when you go up there, get me some more mac and cheese as well. And he freezes and turns around and goes, I can't do that. Yes, you can. You just say, I would like some mac and cheese on this plate and a little bit in a bowl. Because they have these little bowls, right?
No, I don't want to.
He's like, I can't do that. And I'm like, Joseph, you can't handle it. And I really thought he was going to do it. He comes back. No, he has a plate full of food for himself.
Because there was like 2 people in front of me and 2 people behind me. and I got a little nervous.
And he
I was
couldn't
like,
say-
"Nah, fam, we good." I was like, "I'm out. I'm not doing this."
So you know what I did? I sent him back, and he was like, I can't go back. They'll know I'm coming back. He was freaking out. He cannot handle
I
it.
went back and I got it. It was fun.
You did go get it. What does this say? Woohoo, gonna get, tutoring on my Gemini. Cool. Hey, Joe, if you go to the Swiss Alps, you'll get everything you want.
I go where?
If you go to the Swiss Alps. I'm
down.
telling you, he ain't leaving his Maymay. That's what I told y'all a while ago. They were talking about like what everybody's going to do. And I'm like, Josh is not going to work for Maymay Made It forever. He's going to be a special needs teacher. Thomas probably won't work in a full-time capacity for Maymay Made It at all because I feel like he'll move off to college. And then I said, and Joe probably won't work in a full-time capacity for Maymay Made It either because he'll probably be working in his room, making living off of video games in some way. That's what I think will happen. He says no, but
I doubt it.
what you got? What you looking for? Who needs an honest employee like Joe? Look at that on his face. Oh, he got over it when he started working. Her youngest son was the same way.
What happened?
Do you know why we did this live today, Joe?
Why?
Because today at 3 p.m. was supposed to be Stamp Club reveal day. You don't even know that I did this.
Stamp set reveal will be. Yeah, you told me about not ordering it.
What do you think about that? Do you think I'm a terrible person?
Well, you said it was your first time ever, so I feel
No,
like
it's the second time, but the first time was not because of this. The second time we were late was something else, and I don't remember what it was. This time, it's my fault.
Yeah, I feel like your whole channel should just be shut down right now. It's kind of over.
Okay, bye, Joe.
It's over.
Okay,
It's over,
bye.
folks.
We're not shutting down the channel. We're good.
no.
We're all right. We're back.
This is the end of Maymay Made It.
No, it's not. We're fine. Everything's fine.
I'll probably push this chair so this dog doesn't.
What experience you need to be part of the design team? This is a good question. So this year we have decided we're going to do a very small design team, very small to start the year off with. And we're asking for, that was harsh punishment, I agree, Ron. And we're asking that I don't remember all the requirements, but I think the one that's gotten most people kind of, no one's mad, like no one's been mad. They've just been like, I don't qualify, is we're asking for people, whoever's on it, to have 1,000 YouTube subscribers. But here's the reason. It's kind of ridiculous. It really is ridiculous, but it's just the way it is. So YouTube has changed. I can't even believe I'm saying this because I cannot stand when a YouTuber goes, YouTube's changed the way they do things. That bothers me so much. They have, though, where this is concerned especially. If you have less than 1,000, is it 1,000 or 4,000 subscribers? If you have less than so many subscribers, YouTube doesn't even really support your channel until you reach that number. Who remembers? Does anybody know? I mean, who knows how many it is now? I want to say it's 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So the reason for it's 5,000 subscribers, whatever it is, they've changed the number. There it is, 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So here's the situation. With it being a design team, kind of the point behind it is that a person designs with your products and they show it on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. And then it gets, you know, it's advertisement for your store. I mean, it is also inspiration for our viewers. But even at that, if a person doesn't have 1,000 subscribers and they don't have 4,000 hours, and we're not even asking about the 4,000 hours of watch time, I feel like you'll get that. But if you don't have that, then YouTube won't even like support that video. So it kind of just sits there. And it's sad, but oh, I hope they don't. She says that she heard they might change it to 10,000 hours of watch time. You have to maintain them yearly? I didn't know that. So we changed it. It used to be, I don't remember what we had on YouTube before, but we changed it to that. And it's a shame because it cuts out really good designers. But I think what Tamitha's working on, because Tamitha's doing our design team now, and I think what we're working on is doing some guest designers. We've always kind of done that kind of stuff too, which will kind of bring those folks in. But it kind of just, YouTube just kind of, it kind of messed us up. Now, I'm going to tell you something. When I started YouTube, you had to have, I want to say you had to have 1,000 subscribers before you could even be considered for the partner program. And then once you got into the partner program, there were so many, I don't remember what all it was, but I couldn't just become a partner. And then for years, they changed it to where you could just be a partner by making a channel, which means you got paid AdSense revenue. And so a lot of people just made a channel and were getting paid AdSense revenue if they were having watches, having views. But it's like, I don't know. Sometimes sometimes things force our hand and then sometimes it's us. But this time it was kind of a combination. A couple of things happened. This time our design team got too big. It was huge. And listen, as a business owner, my design team got so big that it was actually costing me money. And I'm not real bad about that. Like, that doesn't bother me too much. But at some point, like, we were looking, and I want to say we had 14 designers across our blog and our Instagram. And when 14 designers are getting, I think it's $75 per month. Is that right, or quarter? Y'all, I can't talk. I don't know. This is something that Tamitha and Amanda and all them handle. But they were getting so much per quarter that at some point we had 14 total. She told me that, and I was just like, I'm gonna have to dial this back. I've gone a little crazy. Nothing my designers did. Nothing. My designers did excellent work. They always, every 3 months, it was $75. My designers do great work. They always did. But things just kind of I just had to kind of go, whoa, I got to reel this in for a minute. And I started looking at other people's design teams, and they might have, 6 or 9, but they had one design team versus having 2, or we had 2 separate design teams. And then I was thinking, why have 2 separate design teams when I really could use everybody's design stuff on both places, which is better for the designer anyway, because we need to have stuff on the blog and Instagram and vice versa, and we need it in the same place. So that was a discussion that came up. And then another discussion was, if we had, now I'm just gonna tell y'all something. Y'all gonna think this is not true, but it's true. The fewer designers I have, the more likely you guys are to actually go watch their stuff. Do you know that? Isn't that crazy? I don't know what it is about having like 14 designers. People just kind of go, I'll watch it later or whatever. But there's something about there being 3 and it doesn't seem overwhelming. 3 to 5 doesn't seem overwhelming. And the smaller a hop is, the more likely you are to watch more of the stuff. So a lot of people were doing a lot of great work, and then it was going nowhere. Just kind of getting, you know what it is? Watered down. That's what it was. It was watering things down. And so any of my designers on here know absolutely how great they are and were, and they may be back. I don't know. Some people may be back. We're going to try to bring in even some fresh folks, because I feel like, and I'm so guilty of this, okay, me more than anybody. I have this habit of doing everything red, black, and white, red, black, and white, red, black, and white, red, black, and white. And I struggle coming out of that. I try so hard lately not to pick red, black, and white. Like, you might have noticed in my poster bag purse, I had red, black, and white. I don't know if you noticed it, but I was going to use that redder side of the circle to be the closure, and I flipped it over and used the blue. I actually was challenging myself, is what I was doing. So when we were talking about design teams for 2019, we got to thinking, it would be cool to have some people that do some different stuff, because we haven't done that in a long time. Some of my designers have been designers for years, and they're great. There's nothing. And then, so what we did was we just said, you know what, December 31st, we're just going to stop the design teams we have currently, and then we're just going to rehash it for a while. We're going to see. And in the past, we've done calls every 3 months. And that's too much on the people having to do all the call work. So we've decided to do it every 6 months. And I don't know, what we did, it's a reboot. It's a design team reboot. And it may flop. It may be a flop. We may go, this is not enough. We may go, whatever. But I'm a person who tries to try things out. Like, I want to go, let's try this and let's try that. It had really gotten to the point, though, that it was so watered down, people were not even, I can tell because I get statistics on everything. If we post something, there is a statistic for it or a report. And I was just like, we're too watered down. It happens. So someone asked how to be a moderator. And we might be to the point we need some new moderators. I didn't see what Tamitha said, but if you want to be a moderator, email Tamitha. You email Tamitha at Maymay Made It and let her know you're interested in being a moderator. We don't really have like guidelines for that. We just have people that tend to watch the lives a lot, and those are the ones that we tend to put them as a moderator because they're there anyway. We don't really have it's not a team or anything. So yeah, the only thing, like, some people are saying there's nothing wrong with changing our design team, and I agree with that. Except if you're on the design team and enjoying it, now it's changed, that's a problem, and I understand that. And it was kind of sudden, I'll say that, it was pretty sudden. but we kind of, a lot of things were kind of out of my control that did it, that caused it. Not a lot of things, some specific things were out of my control. So we kind of just had to say, look, December 31st, like it had to go that way. So you got to remember too, I'm still learning. Like, you think I would know things because I've been doing this a while, but I haven't been doing it that long. We've been doing it for, how long have I had a channel? But we haven't had design team that long, maybe 3 or 4 years. I'm still learning stuff. All right, I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go chill out for the last little bit of my Sunday night, get ready for work tomorrow. I've got a really cool video to film tomorrow that I think you guys are really going to love. I think you're going to love it. Thanks, Connie. I appreciate that you know I follow God. I do. Sometimes decisions that are made are not good. Sometimes they're not, and it's like, I have to make decisions. I don't like it. I wish that I could just keep everybody forever because I have no problem with that. I love everybody. Oh, who does Joe get his red hair from? So Joe is my nephew. I've had Joe since he was 2.5. And his brother Thomas is also my nephew, and I've had him since he was 5. But Joe's mother and Joe are the spitting image of each other. She has bright red hair, and she wears it really long most of the time. Sometimes it's really short. She's one of those people, kind of like me, long or short, can't decide. And so he gets it from his mom, and he looks just like her. So there you go, guys. Thank y'all for your forgiveness for me. And I promise you, the minute that stamp set comes in, it will be the first thing you see. I will stop what I'm doing, and I will get there for you guys, okay? And I will have the stamp set for you to see it, which I think you're going to like it because it's very different, which sometimes is bad because sometimes I don't like very different. But I think if you'll give me a chance on this one, you'll like it. All right. Hey, y'all have a good night. We will talk to you later. Bye.